We wanted to let you both know that your father and I have decided to get a divorce.
It may come as a surprise to both of you, but being that Diana, you're heading off to college and Catherine will be living with Theo, we thought it'd be best if we both separate.
But why?
Well, we just don't think that there's much reason to stay together anymore. We stayed together for the two of you, but since you both will be out of the house, we just don't feel that like there's any reason to remain together and have to put up with each other.
Wait, so you guys only stayed together for the two of us? Isn't that the feel-good revelation of the century?
Well, it isn't as though as we haven't cared for each other over the years. It's simply the fact that we had it worked out that once the two of you were able to go out on your own, the two of us wouldn't need to stay together anymore.
Well, why wait? I mean, you guys have been together for so long. Why even separate after all this time?
Well, to be honest with you both, while technically your father and I are married, it was really nothing more than an arrangement, if that makes sense.
Wait, what?
Like any number of couples who've been married as long as we have, the passion, the interest, I don't know, it just dries up. But your father and I agreed that we wanted to stay together until both of you were out on your own, or getting to be out on your own.
I mean, why not just stay together? Like, after all this time, like, no offense, but there's probably not going to be very many people that are interested in you. You guys are kind of old.
Well, actually, Diana, both your mother and I do have people that we'd like to go out with.
Oh my God.
You realize how absurd this sounds, right?
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
We're both sorry you feel that way.
We're both sorry you feel that way, but it's true and it's happening.
So, what now? Are you guys just going to go live with these people, or is one of you moving out, or what's going to happen?
Well, for the time being, I'm going to be moving in with Daniel. That's who I've been seeing. And your father's been meeting with a very nice woman, Renee, but I don't think she's moving in here just yet, right?
No, not just yet.
I'm sure she'll move in at some point, I presume, but Daniel and I are very happy together, so I'm going to move in with him. He doesn't live too far from here, so if either one of you wanted to come over at some point, I'm sure it wouldn't be too much trouble.
How long has this been going on? You guys seeing other people, I mean.
Well, let's just say it's been going on for a while.
While? How long is a while?
Well, your father and I have been seeing other people for the past few years, but it's only been the past few months that Daniel and I have been together. He is aware of the situation your father and I are in, or were in, I guess is appropriate to say, and he was able to accept it. He had a son with his ex, so he understood that sometimes you stay together for the sake of your children. He asked me to move in with him once we told you two about your father and I separating, and I accepted. And your father and Renee have been going out for a few months now, right?
Yes, for a couple of months, and she's familiar with the situation as well, and she's been fine with it rather quickly.
I'm shocked this many people are understanding.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it hasn't always been that way. Your mother and I both have gone out with people who didn't understand our situation and couldn't get behind what we were doing and didn't really want anything to do with us. But fortunately now, we're lucky enough to have people who are.
Exactly, and I've made it a point to mention it to anyone who I've gone out with recently, just to make the case clear and not lead anyone on. And I think your father has the same policy.
Yes.
I seriously wish you guys just would have had affairs and not even told us about it.
This simply isn't an issue of physical intimacy, Diana.
That's what it seems like to me.
Diana, this is about finding someone who we can spend the rest of our days with, whose company we can enjoy.
So you guys just don't want to spend time with each other anymore?
No, it's not like we're not still very fond of one another. But this situation is a matter that her and I discussed years ago before you were even conceived. And we both wanted a family, but neither one of us were truly in love with each other, certainly not in the traditional sense.
This still just makes no sense at all.
What part?
All of it. I mean, you guys just get together and have a family because none of your other relationships were leading to that? I mean, why then even separate after all this time?
Exactly.
Why would you continue to stay with each other if you no longer have any love for each other?
As we've said, we're both still very fond of each other, but not in that way. Even after all these years, and we've discussed it from time to time, that despite being together for so long, neither of us have particularly felt anything more than amiability towards one another. Not love. There just isn't much reason for us to stay together anymore.
You smell like smoke.
Hey, Sarah. You're going, I guess. How are you? Oh, I was just wondering if maybe you and Chrissy and whoever wanted to come over this weekend, hang out? Yeah, that'll be fine. I honestly don't really know. You were the first person I called. Oh, definitely small. I mean, we can't make too much commotion in the apartment, but I thought it could be more than just the four of us. Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
You haven't seen it yet?
Why would I have seen that?
It's fucking bonkers. To not see it, it is literally doing yourself a disservice.
Oh, stop picking on her. You know she's busy as is. She barely had time to watch anything with me when she gets home.
Then you two can make a date out of it.
I'd love for that. But my work consumes my entire life.
You could always request a day off or something.
They barely let me grab a cup of coffee in the morning. They are monsters. They are not going to give me a day off.
How long have you been working there again?
A couple of months. Well, long months. At least I have the weekends off. But I still work Sundays.
Then you can go see it then. If you have Saturdays off, you two can go out and catch it.
You'll have to deal with all the traffic going into the city.
Not if you leave early enough or go to a late showing.
Oh, come on, give them a break. They're clearly not interested in seeing some art film.
It's not an art film.
Or whatever.
Why would I recommend them an art film? They wouldn't see no matter how amazing I said it was.
Then why are you so surprised that they're coming up with all these excuses to get out of seeing this one?
They're not excuses.
See, there you go.
Why do you care so much whether they see it anyway?
Because I think they'll really like it. It's classic Hollywood cinema from the 30s. Look, I'll take you two down one day this weekend. Pay for tickets for you two, just to get you guys to go see it.
Well, how can one resist an offer like that?
Okay. I will think about it and then let you know.
Well, it's only going into another week, so you have to let me know soon.
Hey, any of y'all brought anything to smoke?
Nope.
Nope.
Damn, I could really use something to help me relax right now.
You can't relax when you're not smoking.
I don't need the sarcasm. I don't need it. But shit, it would have helped. Alcohol can only do so much.
Relax, we couldn't smoke in here anyway.
You're still not into the idea of smoking.
Nope, he isn't.
Has he ever even smoked before?
I don't know, he said he did once in high school, but he hasn't since.
Sound like he just had a bad trip or something. We need to get over that and try again.
Well, that's something that you can talk to him about.
Okay, wait. Hold up. I'm just not understanding why your job is so stressful when all you do is sit and listen to music all day. No offense.
It's not like I'm just hanging out with these bands. It takes time and effort to set up a recording and deal with all the potential. I'm sorry, in the case of the band I'm working with now, actual bullshit they bring up.
Like what?
Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, they want to record and more or less hash out their songs, but they're terrible.
Terrible in what way?
Terrible in a very obvious, we haven't heard ourselves recorded before way. They're so out of time with each other. And what they're playing don't go together at all.
Well, couldn't that be what they're going for? Maybe it's some kind of weird improv jam band kind of way?
If only. Like, if they were like that, or like No Wave or Noise Rock Band, it'd be simple to just have them record facing each other, then isolate their instrumental trackings. But they're a fucking pop rock trio.
Just out of curiosity, do their own songs or covers?
They're on. And they're painful to listen to. And the lead singer, fucking joke, man. He couldn't write a hook to save his life.
Why can't you just record them and let them sound like shit?
First off, I'm not gonna let them release anything with my name attached to it if it sounds like shit, even if they do deserve it. And also, when I play them their live recordings, they always think it can sound better. So they go back in and jam, and think they're ready to record again, but they never really are ready.
Wait, it's stressful because they're bad?
That, and also because the drummer's dad is this big time lawyer, so he's basically bankrolling them. He's the one that bought them all the studio time so they can get a quote unquote professional recording.
Why they pick your studio?
I think because Dan and Steve keep the prices low, so these newer and less experienced bands can come in, get a decent recording on the cheap. I mean, I get paid a flat rate, so it don't matter to me in that sense, but the overall cost they're paying them isn't as much as these other studios in the city.
Can't you tell the two of them to stop allowing beginners with money to record?
It wouldn't matter if I said that or not. I mean, they'd hear me out, but it's not like they're the ones engineering and setting up these things.
Okay, so wait. What are they doing while you're recording?
Business shit, I imagine. Trying to book more artists and bands.
You're engineering this stuff too, right?
Usually, but for them, I only did it for the first day. Because once I saw how much of a pain in the ass they were going to be, I called up Francis. So he's been coming in and engineering this.
How's he doing?
Fine, I think. He's usually working at the studio downtown. Sound Off or Soundscape? Something like that. Anyway, they let him go because of this big layoff, so he was free to come out and help out.
And how does he feel about all this?
Same as me. Hey, can I put on something that me and a friend been working on recently?
I suppose. Stereo's over there.
What is this?
A song me and a friend from Norway have been collaborating on for the past few months or so. Just trying to get a vibe for what other people think of it.
Well, it's okay. I mean, it's just not something that I would ever think you would associate yourself with. Meaning that it just sounds like really synthetic. I thought you were into like that heavy metal-y stuff.
You guys just make this kind of stuff, or do you do metal stuff as well?
What we've been doing recently been more in this kind of vein, but we might start doing more metallic type tracks at some point.
Have you thought about trying to make something more stripped down? You know, like just you and an acoustic guitar or something like that. Like the kind of stuff you used to play when we'd hang out before or after class.
I don't know, man. Like, it's fun to like jam and play and sing or whatever, but it's not something I find a whole lot of, I guess, interest in recording. At least not at this point. I want to work on stuff that's different, you know?
Boy.
Well, different to me, I guess I should say.
Alright, who needs another drink or a refill on anything?
I could use a refill,
Okay.
please.
Please will.
Yes.
Oh, you want one?
Good, thanks.
I just don't want you to carry on. So, what do you think about all this?
What? You mean the music?
Yes.
I mean, it's alright. Kinda.
Blasé? What? Blasé, bland.
Oh.
Can't help that I'm classy.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, that is one way to put it.
I mean, it's not that it's bad, it's just background music.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
I don't completely hate him for forcing me to listen to it. Because I get it. Like, you have to play things to kind of get the vibe that people are feeling, and
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know.
it's better than his metal.
Yes, but at least with the metal, you know what you're gonna hear.
Very true. You're
Yes.
prepared.
Hey, could you grab some?
Yeah.
So, do you think that you and Chrissy are actually going to see the movie?
Probably not. Although, we did get to see a movie last Friday.
Oh,
Plot twist. I got out of work early.
well, that's awesome. What'd you guys go see?
All About Eve?
Oh, how was it?
It's really great. I mean, we've seen it a bunch of times, but you know, on the big screen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, though, I forgot to tell you.
What?
On our way to the parking garage, we saw this couple just like going at it.
Just like in the open?
Yep. Yep, full throttle.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, did you guys like stop and just watch?
No, it wasn't like we just like stopped and gawked at them. I unfortunately saw it. I pointed it out to Chrissy, and then we went on our merry way.
And then?
Then we got in our car and drove away. What do you think? We're just gonna like see some rabbits fucking in a parking garage? So we have to pull a Jack in the Rose, the back of my Honda Civic.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Here you go.
Hey, can you give me a refill as well?
You have legs.
You had like your chance and you missed it, so that's just gonna be solid.
Why you gotta be that way? You're breaking my heart, you two. You're really breaking it.
You know, this isn't that bad. Starting to like kind of vibe with it.
Gee, thanks.
No, I'm serious. It isn't that bad. If it was your metal stuff, I would not say that.
Well, I would have put that on anyway. That's not exactly hangout music.
And this is?
Well, it would be. We can smell. Fucking right, it would be.
Is that the only reason you guys came over?
Hey, we're still here now, aren't we?
Right, it would just help lighten the mood. You seem tense. Might help you out too.
Oh, stop complaining. You two are such babies.
I'm not crying about it, but it's partly because I was little.
A friendly gathering.
That's like getting together with your parents and a bunch of stuffy old people.
We're just hanging out.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, sing
I
it.
didn't say there was.
You can go outside if you want to smoke so badly.
It's not that I want to smoke in general. God, I'm sorry. It just sounds like I'm repeating myself.
Well, I'm sorry I don't have any weed for you.
No. We're just playing around. It's all good.
So, is this the only kind of stuff you guys do, or do you do some more upbeat stuff too?
Most of it's closer to this, but I don't know.
Hey!
How's it going?
Look who showed up. Bobby doggone.
Hey, babe.
Hey. So, how's everyone doing?
Fine.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
What's going on?
Kathy invited us over to get together and catch up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen each other since before graduation, so I thought it'd be nice to see what everyone's up to.
Alright. Well, we break up the good time.
Yeah, take a seat. Join the party.
Thanks. I'll take you up out there, but I'm gonna change real quick.
I'll be right back.
You mind grabbing me a t-shirt, please?
Sure.
Thanks. So, you just came in here to watch me change?
Guess I just wanted to apologize.
Apologize? There's nothing to apologize about, though. Kathy,
What?
I appreciate if you look at me while I'm talking.
Look, I already said I'm sorry. I don't know what else you want me to say.
I'm not asking you to say anything else. What's wrong?
Look, we'll talk about this later. So, that's your stuff too?
Yeah.
You know what? You don't want to talk about it? Look, I don't mind you inviting people over. I just like to know ahead of time if we're going to be planning on doing it. So you're not going to talk to me now?
Tired, I'm gonna go to bed.
What's up? You're gonna keep giving me the silent treatment? Would you like to discuss about last night at all?
Not really.
Catherine, you're acting like a child.
Just forget about it.
Catherine. Look, I wanted to talk to you about something last night. And, I got a job to go to California. So I wanted to talk about it with you last night, but clearly you were in your mood. Anyways, I think I'm gonna take it.
Well, congratulations. Have fun out there.
It's not long, it's for a month only.
Sure.
Is that all you have to say?
I don't know what else you expect me to say.
I don't expect you to say anything, but I mean, just sure, good luck. It's, not really a positive reaction.
I'm sorry.
Did I do something to piss you off lately? Look, you sitting silent there, it's not gonna help. I can't communicate with you like this, and I'm not able to read your mind, just you acting like this. Look, I gotta go to work. We'll talk later. Hopefully you're not gonna be in your mood and be upset at me for whatever reason.
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's been a little while since I've done this.
Well, I think there's a bench up ahead. You want to take a break?
Sure.
You ready to get going again?
What was that?
Are you ready to get going again?
Oh, man, can't you just let me catch my breath for a second?
Fine. So how are things going with Mom and Dad?
I think they're exactly how you think they've been going.
So it's been a party then, huh?
Yeah, I wish.
Have either of them introduced you to them yet?
Mom brought Daniel over the other day.
Was Dad there?
No, it was just the three of us.
How was that?
If you mean the dinner, it was fine. If you mean Daniel, he was, well, if I'm being charitable, he was rather bland.
So,
Well, he was fine, I guess. Just a regular guy.
meaning he wasn't what you expected?
I don't know what I expected. He was just normal. Like, had I seen him on a street, I would have just passed him by, not given him a second glance.
So what'd you guys talk about?
Nothing special. Just, he Just wondering.
Are you ready to get going again?
Sure.
Who's that?
Hmm?
Who are you texting?
Oh, just this guy I met.
What guy?
His name's Ben.
Who is Ben?
Well, that's sort of what I'm figuring out.
What do you mean?
I met him at a party last week.
What party?
You remember Sasha, right? Well, Sasha threw a party last week, and this guy Ben was there.
So, how'd he get your number?
He said Sasha gave it to him.
So you don't actually know him?
Well, I mean, Sasha introduced us, and we chatted off and on throughout the night. So it's not like he's a total stranger.
Well, what kind of guy is he? I mean, based on your texting and interacting so far.
He's nice.
That's it?
I'm sorry, I'm just not sure what else to say.
No, I guess I just expected you to go on a little bit more.
Like I said, I'm still trying to figure him out.
So how long have you guys been texting?
Just a few days. Like, I'll text him when I can, and he'll text me back whenever. Nothing serious.
Nothing serious yet.
I don't know that I'd say that.
Why not?
I mean, he's nice, but I'm not sure that I'm into him like that.
Well, then why keep texting him?
I don't know. Curiosity, I guess.
So I guess this is how it's gonna end, huh?
If this is how it's supposed to end, then yeah, I guess so.
Well, I can't say I saw it coming to a conclusion like this. I won't claim not to be disappointed by how you conducted yourself recently.
I'm just being me, as always.
And I'm guessing you still don't want to talk about why you've been acting this way or why you feel the need needs to end between us?
I think I've made myself perfectly clear.
If perfectly clear, then you haven't told me anything.
Well, if we were meant to be together, I wouldn't have to tell you things. You should just know.
That's an unrealistic expectation. It's put on anyone, really.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
No one can perfectly understand what another person is thinking or feeling all the time.
It doesn't have to be all the time, just when it counts.
And I suppose it counts now? Or is it supposed to have been counted for the last few weeks? Hey, I think your nose is bleeding.
Oh, shit.
Are you doing okay?
Just peachy.
You know, you haven't had one of these in a while.
Yeah, your concern is duly noted. I can do it.
I know you can. I'm just trying to help.
I'm sorry. I just think that...
You know, I'm sorry. I was just assuming that, you know.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. guess this is the end.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not really sure what to say right now.
It's okay. Guess I'll see you later.
Don't look so glum. You'll find somebody else. We both know it.
I'm sure.
You'll meet someone. It probably won't even take as long as you think it will. And soon all this will just be a distant memory to you.
Thanks. I'll see you later then.
Take care.